Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Bakakodash, double honors unto the elders and apostles of great most and rule well. Shalom to the argument teaching this word around the globe with faith and truth and sincerity. I'm the brother Caleb from the GMS England London Forecasters Camp, back with another lesson to help edify the Lord's elect. As always, I'd like to start out by saying that we are the real Hebrew Israelites. The real Israelites, these so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans, West Indians and West Africans predominantly. However, you will find Israelites that do look like the other nations, because we as a people have been scattered amongst all nations throughout our various captivities. But if your seed line by your forefathers goes back to the man in the Bible that was named Israel, then you too are an Israelite, no matter what you may look like, because Numbers chapter 1 and the 18th verse states that your nationality is determined by the lineage of your forefathers. So I want to do a lesson talking about this image that I saw here today when I was out shopping. As I was queuing up to go to the checkout, I saw they've got a little magazine stand, and they had this magazine which is Women's Health on the rack, and I saw this image, and here you've got this woman who's clearly cursed with the plague of leprosy, flaunting as if she's something desirable, when in reality this is a curse from the Most High. The plague of leprosy is recorded in the scriptures. Now the thing is that Esau always tries to push everything that is off as attractive and desirable. It's like this whole world is based upon, this whole world's perceptions of what beauty is completely contrary to what the scriptures tell us that beauty is. Obviously the scriptures tell us that hold on, let me just get a precept, bear me a second. Fucking hell, man. Everything's going wrong. As soon as I try and do a video, batteries are dying on devices, things are dropping off the bed. It's funny shit, man. Bear me a second. It's lucky I've just got to plug in this device to pull up a few precepts to charge it a bit. Hold on. Bear with me. Right, it should come on in a second. It's like you're just going through a few technical difficulties here. Satan's trying to hinder the word from coming out, to no avail on his part, but right, here we go. So what was I saying? Pull up a precept. Just waiting for the app to respond. It's not responding. There we go. Finally, it's responding. Right, so this is the precept I want to pull up. I'm going to get back to Numbers 12 in a minute. But this is Proverbs 31 and verse 30. It says, favor is deceitful and beauty is a vain, but a woman that feareth Yahweh, she shall be praised. Read that again. Proverbs 31 and 30, it says, favor is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth Yahweh, she shall be praised. Now this woman here, she's not a woman that fears Yahweh. She's a woman who believes in herself. I'd imagine this is a woman that believes that she herself is God and that she is someone who should be worshipped. Because that's the mindset of many women out here. They believe that they are masters of their own universe and that they can will things into existence and all kind of other madness, which is folly. Now let me get into this plague. This is the curse of leprosy. Numbers, the 12th chapter, starting from verse 1. Here we go. It says, and Miriam, now Miriam was the sister of Moses. Moses was the first king of Israel, servant of the Most High. And we know through the Spirit who Moses was in his many incarnations, King David being one of them. And it says, and Miriam and Aaron spake against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman whom he had married, for he had married an Ethiopian woman. And they said, hath Yahweh indeed spoken only by Moses? Hath he not spoken by us, also by us, forgive me? And Yahweh heard it. Now the man Moses was very meek above all the men which were upon the face of the earth. And Yahweh spake suddenly unto Moses, and unto Aaron, and unto Miriam, come ye out, ye three, unto the tabernacle of the congregation. And they three came out. And Yahweh came down in the pillar of a cloud, and stood in the door of the tabernacle, meaning that a chariot, which is what the world would ignorantly call a UFO, descended, and called upon Aaron and Miriam, and they both came forth. And he said, now hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I, Yahweh, will make myself known unto him in a vision, and will speak unto him in a dream. My servant Moses is not so, who is faithful in all mine house. With him will I speak mouth to mouth, even apparently, and not in dark speeches and similitude of Yahweh shall he behold. Wherefore then were you not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? And the anger of Yahweh was kindled against them, and he departed. And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow. And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. And Aaron said unto Moses, alas, my Lord, I beseech thee, lay not this sin upon us, wherein we have done foolishly, and wherein we have sinned. Now here's the point, Numbers 12 and 10. And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow. And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. So Miriam's melanin was stripped from her completely. Now in this case, this woman's melanin hasn't been stripped from her completely, it's in patches. But you can clearly see that there are areas of her skin which is melanated, and there's areas which are not melanated. Now Esau's trying to push this as if this is attractive, but this woman should actually be ashamed. She should be shamefaced because she's been cursed with a plague of leprosy. But instead she's encouraged by Esau and the society to be proud and to flaunt it as if, yeah, like, I'm a hot ticket, you know, you want me, even though I look like trash. Literally, even though I look like trash, I'm better than you, and you know, you want a piece of this, that kind of proud expression. Man, these women are so vain and proud, it's unreal. Now, back in the scriptures, it says, verse 12, let her not be as one dead, of whom the flesh is half consumed when he cometh out of his mother's womb. So those Edomites, their flesh is half consumed when they come out of their mother's womb, because the melanin has been stripped from their skin, which goes back to the curse of Cain, their forefather. That is the curse that the Most High put upon Cain, the mark of leprosy. And Moses cried unto Yahweh, saying, hear now, O God, I beseech thee. And Yahweh said unto Moses, if her father had but spit in her face, should she not be ashamed 7 days? And let her be shut out from the camp 7 days, and after that let her be received again. And Miriam was shut out from the camp 7 days, and the people journeyed not until Miriam was brought in again. So that was a process that was put forth, set in place by the Most High to humble Miriam for speaking so proudly. So that's, you know, the things written aforetime are written for our learning in the scriptures. So many of you women today could learn well to take heed from that example, because the time for correction is soon going to be at an end. Soon it's just going to be the time for pure judgment. And when the time for judgment comes, there's not going to be no turning back the Lord's anger. So now is the time to try and get yourself in order to try and get on the good side of the Most High, that you don't have to suffer what's to come. Great example being Ezekiel 9:4. Go through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay old utterly, both old and young, and women and little children. So there's not going to be no mercy shown to you women, even though you think that you look good, and they think your pussy's the bomb and all this kind of shit, and you can tie up any man. Them kind of tricks ain't going to work with the Most High. They ain't going to work with your Hawashai. When they come, they're not going to be looking at how pretty you are. They're going to be looking at your rap sheet, and they're going to be judging you according to it. So you know what, man? A lot of you women have got a bad reputation, man. And I'm not talking about the reputation that you share with your friends and your family. I'm talking about the real deal. The real deal that's between you and the Most High. Your body counts, that, all the shit that you've done, it's all been recorded, man. And if you don't repent, you're going to be judged according to it. So it says, Miriam was shut out from the camp 7 days, and the people journeyed not until Miriam was brought in again. And afterwards the people removed from Hazroth and pitched in the wilderness of Paran. So let that be a lesson to you, man. Don't be fooled. Because this woman, she's proud. She's getting a little cut from Esau to do a modelling gig. But this ain't an in thing, man. This is not trendy. This is not fashionable. This is not desirable. It's actually undesirable. She's been cursed by the Most High for whatever reason. She'd do well to humble herself, but I doubt she will. You can just tell this is just an absolutely proud, demonic woman. But that's that, man. No, I'm not going to say too much more because I could go further into the law of leprosy. But I think the point has been made. So with that, I'm going to close it out. So giving all praises, honor and glory unto Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahushai, B'Hashem Makakadash, double honors once again unto the elders and apostles of great millstone that rule well. Shalom to all Yakim teaching this word in faith and truth and sincerity. And I'll catch you on the next lesson, Lord willing. Shalom for now. Wa Baba Ba, Wa Kwame Shalom.